That's a
Good evening and welcome to the first annual MOKAN Winter Classic. Please stand to the national anthem and remove your hats. So tonight on the scoreboard, on the visitor side, we have the College Heights Cougars. And on the home, we have the Columbus Heights. So our starters tonight for the College Heights Cougars are number 3, Ben Schumacher. Number 10, Anna Miller. Number 11, Paulson Dickens. Number 12, Caleb Potty. Number 25, Adam Stanton. Starters tonight for the Columbus Titans is number 1, Jace Midget. Number 11, Jeff Tanner. Number 12, Cole Youngblood. Number 30, Grace Lawrence. And number 15, Chuck Hallow.
all right. We're ready to get started with this varsity matchup tonight. Columbus Titans versus the College Heights Cougars. This varsity game will be followed by a JV game at 7:30, also against Columbus. I'm Brian Schumacher along with Brad Burns, ready to bring you the game. Early tip by Columbus and opportunity at the basket. Schumacher pushes into the front court. Over to Dickens on the wing. Quaddy flashes up high to the elbow. Dickens at the key, swings it over to Miller on the wing, into the corner for Schumacher. Schumacher up top to Dickens, three-point shot. Rebound to the Titans. They push it up the side. Schumacher steals. Into the front court, Schumacher pushes it in the middle, kicks it to Dickens. Dickens drives baseline. Back to Quaddy, and foul's called.
It's a good drive and dish.
First team foul on Columbus. Miller inbounds to Schumacher in the corner. Off the rim, rebound goes to Quaddy off the tip. Stanton pulls down the rebound and goes up strong and draws another foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
It's good to be on the boards early there. We picked up 2 offensive rebounds right away, and we're going to have to continue to crash until the shots start falling for us.
Short on the first. In and out on the second. Jace Midget brings it up into the front court for the Titans. Youngblood gets position, gets his own rebound, and puts it in for two.
Quite the mismatch under there with Colson trying to guard Youngblood, their biggest player and best player.
Miller to the short corner to Quaddy. Quaddy back to Schumacher. Stolen away by number 30, that's Lawrence. Youngblood pushes up and gets all the way to the basket for two. Dickens pushes up ahead to Schumacher, and he can't keep it in. Turnover for the Cougars.
We're looking a little tight here, starting again with turnovers and just having trouble getting our shots to fall.
Lawrence brings it to the front court for the Titans. Schumacher defending. Dribble handoff action to Midget. Midget finds the rolling Youngblood into the corner. Three-point shot is good for the Titans, out to a 9-0 lead.
Coach is going out and going to have to take a quick timeout here. I don't see Coach saying too much to him at the moment, sitting there thinking.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not the way they wanted to start the game.
No, definitely not. Our defense is just, they're getting their mismatches they want. They're getting shots inside. Then they played the inside-outside game and got that wide-open three look.
Dickens inbounds to Schumacher. Schumacher dribble handoff to Miller. Foul called on the floor on Lawrence. That's the third team foul already for the Titans.
Staying with their 2-3 and kind of trying to trap and putting a lot of ball pressure whenever they get the ball.
Dickens fights for it, can't control it.
Can't control it. Another turnover.
Lawrence dribble handoff to Midget. Midget cuts back, gives it to Lawrence, and he makes it for 2 more points.
They haven't missed too many shots so far, just a couple of easy ones inside, and they got their own rebounds and put them back in. So they're starting off hot, and we're starting off very cold.
Swung back up top to Miller. Miller back to Dickens, deflected away, and will stay Cougars ball. Yukonaw subbing in the game for Miller. Cross court to Yukonaw on the wing, into Quaddy in the short corner. Pulls up for 2 and makes it.
Finally gets us on the scoreboard with a nice pull-up shot.
Midget drives with his left. Dickens defending. Over to number 11, Tanner. Back to Lawrence, to Midget on the wing. Youngblood setting up the post move and wins it. Gets the foul. And that's on Quaddy, his first.
Yeah, they're exploiting the inside, trying to get as many touches into Youngblood as they can.
Youngblood good on the first. Makes them both. Stanton quickly into Schumacher. Schumacher over to Dickens, into the short corner for Quaddy. Quaddy gets doubled, goes up, and draws the foul. And that's the 4th team foul on the Titans. Quaddy at the line to shoot 2.
Quickly approaching the double bonus 5 here with still 4:50 left to go in the first period. Boy, there's 3 free throws now. We have not got to convert on those and get points off these.
Number 24, Cooper Sayaz in the game for Hollam. Quaddy gets the second one to go. Cougars in a full court press. Youngblood dribbles up with his left. Quaddy and Stanton trying to set the trap. All the way across to the wing and gets called for the travel. Cougars get the ball. Schumacher up ahead to Stanton. Stanton lets Dickens come up to the top of the wing over to Schumacher, wide open for 3. Short, Quaddy's there for the rebound. Youngblood gets the block, and foul call, or jump ball. And it's Cougars' possession.
It's like Quaddy might have gotten slapped on that shot.
Yukonaw inbounding, finds Quaddy in the middle. Quaddy goes up, gets blocked. Yukonaw gets the rebound. Trying to get through the double.
I think he stood on the end line, stepped on the end line.
Titans will take over. Younger midget brother Ethan in the game for the Titans. They break the press up to midget. Find number 11, Tanner, and finishes for 2. Quickly inbounds up ahead to Quaddy. Quaddy goes baseline. Youngblood another block. Gives it right back to Stanton. Stanton goes up strong. Yukonaw on the backside and draws the foul. Yukonaw will go to the line to shoot 2.
We're just a little hesitant. Got to finish those shots.
Yukonaw off to the left on the first one. Makes the second, 15-4 now the score. Number 1, Jace Midget has the ball, walking it up into the front court. Cougars in a 3-2 zone. Trap comes to the corner. They get it back up to the top of the wing to Tanner. Midget over to his older brother. He's able to save it at half court. Quaddy comes up to pressure ball. Into the corner to Tanner. Tanner baseline. Yukonaw gets position and gets called for the block. Let's see if we can look at that on replay. Boy, tough call on Yukonaw.
Good close out in the corner there.
Youngblood at the top of the key, deflected by Schumacher out of bounds, and will stay Titans ball. Miller subbing back in the game for Yukonaw. Miller on the mismatch down low with Youngblood. Number 13, Woodcock on the ball. Pulls up his dribble, gets it over to number 24, Sells. Stolen away by Quaddy. Quaddy pushes, finds Dickens on the cut. Quaddy gets up in the air, pulls down the rebound. Fights for position, and Youngblood commits the foul. Quaddy will go back to the line.
Just not getting the finishes on the buckets underneath. We need to.
Quaddy gets the roll this time. Yeah, Youngblood's a big force down low so far. Getting up in the air and making. He's probably got 6 or 7 blocks already. Dickens subs out of the game as Miller checks back in. Quaddy makes both free throws. Burns also in the game. Burns subbed in. Miller gets the deflection, goes out of bounds. Who did Miller sub in, or who did Burns sub in for?
He subbed in for Colson because Cannon had subbed in for
Oh,
for
okay, all right,
Ethanol.
yeah, that's what happened. Youngblood with Quaddy on the defense. Quaddy gets in there. Titans are able to reset. Lawrence one more to Tanner, and Tanner gets called for the
the
foul called.
Yep, foul called
on Quaddy.
Thought maybe he's going to call him for a travel or something, but said he grabbed him as he went by.
Inbound to Tanner. Tanner over to number 13. That's Woodcock. Lawrence being defended by Quaddy into the corner for Tanner. Double team by Miller and Stanton. Back to Midget off the side of the rim. Rebound goes to Woodcock. Up top to Youngblood. Youngblood drives into the paint. Stanton grabs his arm and commits the foul. And Youngblood will go to the line.
Yeah, we've got to go ahead and step in front of that and take that charge whenever we see him because he's wanting to go all the way to the basket on that.
Cole Youngblood makes them both 17-6. Schumacher subs out for Dickens. Dickens over to Miller on the wing. Miller back up top to Dickens. Over to Burns to the elbow to Stanton. Stanton into the corner for Quaddy. Quaddy sets and launches the three and is good.
Nice shot, good ball movement, got the open three.
Midget into the corner for Woodcock. He's being doubled by Miller and Stanton off of Miller's foot. And it will stay Titans ball.
Look like they're a little more energetic now.
Woodcock up top, Quaddy defending. Cougars have moved to man defense. Trap in the corner, maybe not. Are they in zone still?
Yeah, they're in zone, and then they go to the trap in the corners.
Midget inbounding up to the top to Woodcock. Back to Midget on the wing. Entered into Youngblood. Youngblood gets triple teamed. Finds an open player in Tanner up at the top of the key. Over to Woodcock. One more into the corner of Lawrence. Lawrence finds Youngblood. Youngblood gets away a few steps. Offensive rebound goes to Lawrence. Dickens pulls down the rebound. Pushing up the left side. Over to Miller at the top of the key. One more to Burns on the wing. Burns finds Stanton at the elbow. Back to Burns for three. And knocked out of bounds. Will go to the Titans.
Not sure who that hands that went off of. Could you see?
No.
Couldn't either.
Midget will walk it up into the front court. Just 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Lawrence finds Midget on the cut into the triple. Burns gets on the floor. Back to Midget. Midget throws it off Stanton's leg and will stay Titans ball. Yukonot checking back in the game for the Cougars as Quaddy gets a break.
Quaddy will get a breather the last minute. They do that quite often, try to give him a breather at the last minute of the quarter.
Midget up top to Lawrence. Lawrence over to Youngblood. Miller defending. Youngblood pushes through and gets the roll. Up ahead to Dickens. Dickens to the corner, back to Stanton at the wing. Up top to Burns. Burns to Dickens. Dickens takes the three.
Deep three, and it's good.
And he nails it. 3-point basket for Colson Dickens.
He caught it and was ready to shoot and just nice all one motion and dropped it.
Titans being closely defended by Dickens. Dickens reaches in. Lawrence is able to hold on. Woodcock drives baseline. Pulls it back. Burns defending. Up to Youngblood. Youngblood at the buzzer. And off the side of the backboard. That will do it for the first quarter.
Good defensive stance there as they ran out the whole entire last, what do we have? Was it 50 seconds?
Yep.
Cut into it now. This is where we start to claw back, and then we've got to avoid those turnovers that we sometimes do that turn into buckets at the other end real quick. So we've just got to continue to take good shots and continue to work on clawing out of this hole we dug at the very beginning of the first quarter again.
Yeah, as bad as we played in that first quarter, 19-12 feels okay.
Yeah. Considering we still scored 12, which was what we scored the whole half against.
Be careful if you're moving. It shakes me every time.
But our intensity on defense seemed to pick up a lot.
Yeah. All right, we're ready to go with the second quarter. Titans with the ball. Stanton subbed out. Burns stayed in. Schumacher checked in the game. Burns gets on the floor and gets the jump ball. Cougars ball. Into the front court for the Cougars. Over to Miller on the wing. Miller switches it over to Dickens. Dickens is able to reel it in. Dickens to Quaddy in the corner. Quaddy pushes in back to Dickens. Up top to Miller. Miller over to Schumacher on the wing. Schumacher back to Dickens, over to Miller. Miller from deep. Burns is there for the offensive rebound. Kicks it back to Schumacher. Schumacher shot fake, pushes in, and gets didn't get it to go. Thought he got the roll. Pass up ahead by the Titans. They can't control it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to roll in too off of Schumacher's floater, but it just rolled just to the other side.
Stanton back in the game for Miller.
Burns a little intimidated to take that rebound right back up when he probably should have.
Youngblood up top. Cougars in the 3-2. Open in the corner. Tanner over the back of the rim. Burns had position but didn't see the ball. And off of the Titans. I thought he said over the back, but that must have been a fan.
Yeah, they didn't actually call the foul, but they said he came over the back to shove it out of bounds.
Oh, okay. Into the front court for the Cougars. Dickens on the wing. Pushes into the elbow, leaves it for Quaddy. Stanton pulls down the big rebound. Looking for an option. Switches it to Dickens on the wing. Dickens quick three. Burns fights for position and gets pushed out of bounds. 3 refs, guys. Someone's got to see that push. And the Titans will get the ball.
Coach doesn't seem very happy about the shove out of bounds, I don't think.
Titans into the corner, enter to Youngblood. Burns defending. Stanton comes down on the double. Back up top to Lawrence.
It's going to be a backcourt.
Midget just couldn't handle the pass. He tried to move before he caught it. And the Cougars will get possession. Dickens over to Schumacher on the wing. Takes the 3. Short. Rebound goes to Midget. Trap set by Quaddy and Schumacher.
Oh, they got him with the push instead of the fall and the travel.
Don't bang your feet. It shakes the camera every time. Did they call a foul there? I didn't see them
Yes,
report it.
that's what I said. They called the foul on Schumacher instead of the fall and the travel. They said
Okay.
they got into him.
Travel called on the Titans.
No score since the second quarter started. We're settling in, playing good defense, but we just got to get some points on our side then.
Equati at the free throw line. Good hands by Tanner, knocks it away. Youngblood comes away with a loose ball. Dickens gets the steal, up ahead and finishes for two. Titans quickly into the front court with Midget. Into the corner for Woodcock. Woodcock gets fouled by Schumacher, I believe.
I'm not for sure. We'll see which one they call it on. 3? Yeah, they called it on 3, Schumacher. That's his second foul.
Burns and Schumacher checking out for Miller and Yukinoff. Inbounded to Youngblood up top. Youngblood eating some clock. 19-14 to score. 5 minutes left here in the first half. Equati defending all the way over to Midget. He's able to stay in bounds.
Don't see either ref counting there on that dribble whenever he was being closely guarded.
Lawrence up top on the key. Into the corner for Woodcock. Woodcock cuts it back. Finds Tanner. Tanner looking for position from the front. Rebound, loose ball, knocked out of bounds by the Cougars. Will be Titans ball.
Got to give him one shot and then deny it and then go the other way with it.
Midget subbing out for his younger brother, Ethan. Woodcock pulls up his dribble, gets it to Tanner at the elbow. Midget drives baseline, and nobody's there. Goes out of bounds.
Tried to force a pass there, all the way long around the baseline.
Ball back in play. Miller will bring it up, gives it to Dickens.
Coach wanted to set up something here with the timeout. He'd already went over and told him once he crossed half court, wanted a timeout. Back within 5. This is where we need to go ahead and continue to close the gap instead of give them turnovers and easy buckets. And so far, our defense is staying aggressive, and we're not getting our points we need, but at least we're not giving up the stupid easy plays where they make layups or turnovers into points for us.
Dickens has 5 points, and Quaddy has 8 points for the Cougars. For the Titans, number 12, Youngblood, has 12 of their points.
Hallam hit a 3, and he's not in right now. And then the other 2 points come from, or there are 4 points. The other 2s are still out there.
Back into the action. You can all back up top to Dickens, across to Miller. Miller over to Dickens on the wing, looking for an option. Resets up to Miller, over to Quaddy on the left wing. Quaddy takes the 3. Youngblood gets the rebound. He'll push it out into transition. Youngblood into the paint, kicks it out into the wing for Tanner. Tanner steps in for the long 2. Lawrence with the offensive rebound, falls to Midget. Into the corner for Youngblood. Youngblood will reset up top.
Hurts us when we don't get those
Deflected
rebounds.
by Dickens. Stanton up to Quaddy. Lawrence gets in the air.
Let him blow by him and then took up the nice little shot. Now we're back within 3.
Woodcock
Another turnover.
tries to send it in, gets stolen away. Dickens pushes up ahead and finishes for 2.
Now we're back within 1.
And that's enough for the Titan coach to call a timeout.
We have went on an 11-point run, I believe. I think it was 19-17 or 19-7. And then now we've scored the last 11 points.
Still 13-16 left in the first half. Titans will take over to restart play on the end line. Trap comes on Youngblood. Gets it to Midget. And illegal screen called on the Titans.
Looked like Youngblood might have got away with the travels, splitting the defenders there. He slid that back foot, but they didn't call it. But we got the turnover anyway.
Miller into the front court for the Cougars. Screen came by Stanton. Miller gets it to Yukonov. Up to Quaddy on the elbow. Quaddy through traffic, able to finish.
Great ball movement.
And the Cougars take the first lead of the game. Youngblood quickly back to try to answer. Quaddy with the big block. Up ahead to Dickens. Dickens with his left. And gets it to go. Let's see this finish here.
I don't think he touched it.
I think he did. If you look at the replay, Dickens looks like Quaddy put it back in, but they're giving him the
bucket, calling one shot.
Look at it one more time here. I can't tell if Quaddy touched the ball or the rim, but it sure looks like he did. It's hard to tell from this angle. Rebound goes to the Titans. Cougars now with a 3-point lead. Youngblood pushes into the middle, gets away with the step. Out of bounds. Miller fights for the ball.
Good hustle.
And we'll say Titans ball. Tanner killing some clock up top. Stanton in deny on Youngblood on the elbow. Trap comes to Woodcock, gives it to Quaddy. Quaddy all the way up ahead and finishes at the basket for 2 more.
Nice finish.
Youngblood into Woodcock in the corner. Trap comes again. This time they call a foul.
Called Colson for the push.
Titans with the ball underneath the basket. Midget inbounding. Inbounding to number 30, Lawrence. Baseline drive. And Yukonov gets called for the block again. Let's see if we can watch that one back. Let's get back to live action. What was the call? Did he step over the line?
Yeah, I called that he was still out of bounds. He didn't get reestablished.
Cougars into the front court, over to Miller on the wing. Miller back to Stanton. Stanton to Dickens for 3. In and out. Schumacher gets a touch and ruled off the Titans. Ref's going to come in to assist. And it was actually, it looked like it was off Schumacher. Titans will get the ball. Youngblood walks in the front court. 5-point lead now for the Cougars. Number 1 midget for the Titans has been sitting out nearly this whole second quarter.
Yeah. I don't know. He's got a knee brace and everything. I don't know if he's hurt or I don't remember how many fouls he had.
Trap comes. Dickens fouls him from behind. That's the 4th team foul on the Cougars.
5th team. Got to shoot double.
Is that the 5th? Okay.
Yeah. Bad thing is he's made all his free throws.
Long on the first. The second one is good. Up ahead to Miller on the wing, back to Stanton. Stanton looks backdoor for Schumacher. Schumacher kicks it to Miller. Miller for 3. Rebound comes down to Youngblood.
Good ball movement, good look. Once again, just not finishing.
Titans content to hold for the last shot. Ten seconds left. Quaddy comes up to defend. Miller's there.
That's a travel.
Youngblood trip. Called for the travel. 4 seconds left. 3.5 officially. Miller quickly to Dickens. Dickens up ahead. And that goes out of bounds. 0.4 on the clock.
Not enough time for an actual shot. It has to be a tip in.
That will do it for the first half. We'll put 10 minutes on the clock. And we'll take an audio break here and send you through a first half recap. Yeah. All right, we're back about a minute 30 from the start of the second half.
Hopefully the Cougars can keep up the momentum that they gained in the second quarter, clawed their way back out of the cellar that they had dug, and took a 4-point lead going into halftime. So they outscored Columbus there in the second quarter by, what was it? I think it was 19-12, wasn't it, at the end of the first, start of the second quarter?
Just 1 point in the second quarter for the Titans.
Correct. And it was a free throw made by Youngblood. So I guess we were actually consistent. We scored 12 and 12. We just picked up our defensive intensity and kept them to just 1 point. They finally cooled off and missed some shots, but we basically got a lot of turnovers without even ever giving them shots.
Yeah. All right, Titans have the ball to start the second half. Tanner to Lawrence to start it out. Quick steal by Quaddy. He goes up for the two-handed jam.
He had been wanting to get enough open space to do that the last several steals and finally got the open enough look to dunk it.
Lawrence long on the shot. And the Cougars have the possession arrow. Miller pulls down the rebound, gets tied up by Midget. Schumacher into the front court for the Cougars. Dribble into the corner to Miller, back to Schumacher on the wing. All the way across to Dickens, up top to Quaddy. Quaddy finds Dickens in the tight pass into the corner for Miller. Long rebound goes to Hollum. Youngblood pushes in, kicks to the corner to Lawrence. Lawrence pushes to the elbow, all the way across to Midget. One more pass to Tanner. Tanner sets up for three and gets it to go. Quickly into the front court for Dickens. Dickens loves to dribble to the corner and pull it up. Back to Schumacher, back to Dickens in the corner. He nails the three. Cougars' largest lead of the game at 6 points.
Good way to match up with the three they hit. Come back and hit a three of ours. Ooh, looked like he slid that back foot. Got away with the travel there.
Youngberg up top for the Titans. Tanner comes up to receive the ball. Schumacher defending. Over to Lawrence on the wing. Dickens comes up to pressure ball. Into the corner for Youngblood. Stanton defending. And foul called on Stanton on the rip move by Youngberg. Youngblood.
It's going to be Stanton's second foul.
Woodcock to Youngblood over to Lawrence. Entered into Hollum. Stolen away by Stanton. Stanton pushes to Schumacher. Schumacher pulls it up back to Miller. Miller jump stop in the paint and gets it to go off the backboard. 8-point lead now for the Cougars. Into the corner for Lawrence, entered into Hollum. Long rebound goes to Miller. Miller up edge to Schumacher. Schumacher into the corner for Quaddy. Baseline drive. Quaddy rises up over the top.
Tough
Youngberg
shot.
rebound on the backside. Midget with his left pushes up ahead. Dickens picks him up. Midget long two. Schumacher comes in for the rebound. Outlet to Stanton. Stanton pushes down the right side. Stanton over to Miller on the wing. Miller takes the three. And it's good. And that's enough for the Titans to call a timeout. What a swing here in the second half.
Yeah. In the first 2 minutes and 45 seconds, we've almost scored our whole quarter's worth of points. They hit that 1-3 and thought they were back in the game with the lead being 3, and then we went on a tirade and put a bunch of points up on the board.
Lawrence brings the ball into the front court for the Titans. Over to Midget into the corner for Woodcock. Back to Midget on the wing. Midget pushes into the elbow, kicks it back to Youngblood. Youngblood takes the 3. Back iron, fight for the ball. Stanton's able to keep it in. Miller gets on the floor and ties it up.
Got a jump ball. It's going to stay Titan ball.
Titans underneath. Inbound up top to Woodcock. Quickly into the corner for Midget. Midget short. Youngblood fights for the rebound and draws the foul.
I didn't see anybody boxing out on that.
Yeah, just a jump ball instead of a position.
He's going to battle you whenever you don't box him out. And he's going to go straight up, and he's got enough ups to get that rebound.
Take a look back at this basket by the Titans. Yeah, Youngblood was at the 3. Shot went up and came in and just one position without any contest.
Yeah, exactly. Just was able to go all the way in from out there. And nobody put a body on him as he went by or anything.
Youngblood at the line to complete the 3-point play. And it's good. Back to an 8-point lead for the Cougars. Dickens into the front, over to Stanton, into the wing for Miller. Finds Quaddy at the elbow to Stanton at the top of the key. Dickens on the wing will reset play. Over to Schumacher on the wing. Schumacher across to Miller, one more to Dickens. Dickens takes the 3 off the front of the rim and out of bounds on the long rebound. Titans ball. Lawrence into the front court, over to Woodcock, being defended by Schumacher. To Youngblood. Youngblood to Lawrence, double teamed in the corner.
Gonna get with the push.
Foul called on Dickens.
That'll be his 3rd.
Midget inbounds to Woodcock. Over to Midget on the wing. Long 2. Quaddy and Youngblood fight for the rebound off of Youngblood last.
Burns will be checking in for Colson, looks like. Colson having his 3rd foul there early in the 3rd quarter.
Schumacher into the front court. Woodcock defending. Over to Miller on the wing. Miller pushes into the top of the key, back to Schumacher. Schumacher gets called for the carry as he was looking to enter into Stanton and decided not to.
Leads at 8. Need to get another defensive stop here.
Lawrence with the quick 3. Stanton pulls down the board. Looks at his options, outlets to Schumacher on the right. Youngblood defending. Schumacher pulls it up, kicks it back to Miller. Miller enters into Quaddy. Not quite hard enough, knocked away by Youngblood. Youngblood finishes at the basket for 2. pass over to Schumacher. Youngblood gets called for the foul. Lawrence subs out of the game as Tanner's back in. Schumacher for 3, and he gets it. 9-point lead again for the Cougars.
Starting to warm up now, getting our shooting going.
Youngblood drives in and gets all the way to the rim. In the Quaddy baseline drive. Stanton pulls down the rebound. Stanton gets the power dribble and gets it to go.
Stanton stayed with it with the power dribble.
Take a look back at this on replay. Stanton just power dribbles. Allen falls down. And did Youngblood get called for the foul there? Number 25.
25. I don't even see 25 out there. I thought it was either 50 or 12 was the two down there.
Stanton makes the free throw and a 10-point lead for the Cougars. Foul called on Quaddy.
Quaddy?
That's his 3rd. Smith in the game gets the steal. Up ahead to Quaddy. Midget's there to defend, and Quaddy gets the finger roll.
Nice finger roll finish.
Burns pulls down the defensive rebound up ahead to Schumacher. Schumacher kicks it back to Smith. Smith into the corner for Stanton. Stanton off the side of the backboard. And foul called on the floor on number 50, Holland.
That's 3 fouls on number 50. I don't know if they still realize that Quaddy has 3 fouls.
You can up top to Quaddy. Over to Smith. Smith resets up to Burns up top. 1:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Burns over to Smith on the wing. Smith pushes into the middle.
Gonna call
and
block.
Blocking call on Lawrence as he reached in. Took it off the nose.
I don't know if they're going to put the ball underneath, or I think the referee just threw the ball to somebody else, but it should be up at top. Ball should be. Not sure what he did there.
So up to a 12-point lead for the Cougars. Burns inbounding. Gets it to Smith. Smith back to Burns. Burns being closely defended by Midget. Burns is able to hold on to the ball. And Tanner comes in for the steal. Smith defending into the corner for Woodcock. Entered in, stolen away by Quaddy. Quaddy outlets to Schumacher. Schumacher pushing down the left side and will slow it up.
Columbus has now switched to man on us.
Over to Yukino on the wing. Pass to Smith. Smith gets it to Burns. Burns being defended by Youngblood. Burns gets to the free throw line. Shot fake gets it to Quaddy. Quaddy with the long 2.
It's
and
good.
He makes it.
Way to be patient, not try to force that shot up and find somebody who had a better look.
20 points now for Caleb Quaddy. Trapped in the corner. Push ball.
Oh, wow, they got to push in the corner.
Called on Jaden Smith. That's the Cougars' 4th team foul. Both teams will be in the bonus on the next foul. Or is that the fifth? Oh,
That's the fifth. Yep, that's the fifth foul. A lot of contact sometimes, and other times some of them look like pretty good traps and not.
Burns and Quaddy sub out as Stan and Dickens sub in for the last 40 seconds of the third quarter. Woodcock off the front rim. Youngberg wins position and puts it back.
Yeah, can't be giving up rebounds on the, because you've got automatic position whenever the free throw's going up.
Dickens gets away with the push. Backdoor to Yukon. Not quite hard enough as Holland's able to steal it off the deflection. Youngberg pushing up ahead. Gets into the paint and finishes for two. Ten seconds left in the third quarter. Dickens draws the foul. Will go to the line to shoot.
Not sure what they're upset about. He ran into the guy that was stationary standing there for the screen.
Dickens at the line to shoot two free throws. First free throw is good. Back to a 10-point lead for the Cougars. Titan coach gets teed up for the little extra after the discussion.
Still got one shot to go on the bonus first, and then we'll have our technical shooting.
Dickens gets the second one to roll in, and the Cougars will get the ball at the midline opposite the table with 7 seconds left. Yukon inbounds to Dickens. Dickens resets up top over to Schumacher. Schumacher back to Dickens for three, and just a little long. That will do it for the third quarter.
Well, 11-point lead now after the third quarter, so increased it from 4 at halftime to 11.
Titans came out to a really hot start in the first quarter. If you take away that first quarter from the game, Cougars are in a blowout, but that first quarter was sure a punch in the teeth.
Yeah, it makes a lot of difference when you start out as cold as we did and as slow as we did. It makes it really bad to get off to a good start and dig yourself a hole. At least this time we clawed our way back out of it instead of continuing to stay in the hole and just make little runs and then give up runs.
Show you a few highlights from that start of the third quarter. The opening play was a steal by Quaddy, and the dunk on the other end opened up the 6-point lead. Titans were able to answer with a three, and then that's when the run started for the Cougars. 8 minutes on the clock, starting the fourth quarter. Yukonaw, Dickens, Schumacher, Stanton, and Quaddy in the game for the Cougars. Midget, Woodcock, Tanner. Number 24 is Sayez, and Youngblood in the game for the Titans. Schumacher dribbles to the wing, looking for that entry to Quaddy. Can't get it.
5-second call.
Head and shoulders past the defender. I'm not sure why that was a 5-second, but maybe he's saying the secondary defender picked him up. Youngblood dribbling up top. I keep calling him Youngberg because we got a Youngberg on the soccer team.
I gotcha.
Quaddy pulls down the tough rebound and draws the foul.
Had the wraparound on him there. Cleaning up a wet spot on the floor.
Schumacher inbounds to Quaddy, back to Schumacher to bring it up into the front court. Woodcock defending on ball. Over to Stanton on the wing. Screen comes for Quaddy. Stanton rejects it and gets in the air. Can't land on control and gets called for the travel. Stanton's coming up lame.
Looks like he might have tweaked his ankle a little bit because it came down on the kid's ankle or kid's foot.
Tanner looks for Youngblood on the cut. Kicks it back out to Midget for three. And Midget banks it home. Makes it an 8-point game.
Don't want to let that Midget get warmed up, start making baskets. That's his first basket, I believe.
Dickens back up to Schumacher. Schumacher looks back door for Yukonaw. Youngblood with the big block. Tanner brings it into the front court. Quaddy's there. Tanner picks up the drill. Schumacher gets in. And what in the world?
Looks like they're going to get a whistle for the foul on that one.
Back to live action. Titans. Cougars leading by 8. Woodcock in the corner being defended by Yukonaw. Midget over to Tanner up top. Tanner drives into the free throw line. Back to Woodcock for three. Off the front rim. Quaddy pulls down the board. Outlet to Dickens. Dickens pushing down the right side. Dickens back to Stanton on the wing. Stanton back to Dickens. Dickens decides not to take it as Midget was there on the closeout. Dickens will reset up top as the Cougars are content to run a little bit of clock. Inbounded to Quaddy. To Dickens for Stanton for three. Decides not to take it. Stanton drives in. Kicks back to Dickens up top. And Dickens nails for three.
It's a good three-point shot. Way to be patient.
Back to 11-point lead for the Cougars. Schumacher knocks it out of bounds. Will stay Titans ball.
Colson tying his shoes, so we get a breather here for a second.
Tanner holds for the Titans.
They're going to burn clock against and move the ball around a bunch against our zone. We're going to have to make sure we give them one shot and done.
Back to Youngblood on the wing, into the corner for Midget. Stanton defending. Baseline drive. Stanton and Quaddy pick him up. Back to Sayez. Quaddy from behind and gets called for the foul.
That's going to be his fourth foul.
Take a look back at this foul on Quaddy. Free throw in and out. Miller's going to sub in the game for Quaddy. Sayers makes the second. Dickens inbound to Miller. Yukonah runs to the corner. Miller back to Dickens at the top of the key. Stanton pin down screen for Schumacher to come up. Schumacher drives in, gets to the basket, and finishes.
Nice finish.
Good take by Schumacher.
I think that's going to be there a lot more when they go to man against us.
Trap in the corner with Yukonah and Schumacher. Tanner pushes through, and Yukonah finally earns the offensive foul. Take a look as Yukonah just keeps his feet and earns the call. Dickens brings up into the front court. Midget defending on ball. Dickens pulls back for three, and he nails it.
He's warmed up and feeling it.
Titans want a
Timeout,
timeout.
White. Fourth foul on Ethan that time now.
Okay, we got the game back. Sorry, guys, our computer crashed.
Had fourth foul on Ethan. Burns checking in for Ethan then.
In and out on the second one. Foul called on the floor.
Burns did a good box out there and got the over the back call.
Inbounded to Burns. Cougars running some clock. Ball pass to Dickens on the left wing. Dickens
Dribbled it out of bounds.
Put his ball on the
Yeah, he
line.
dribbled it on the line.
Three-point shot by Midget. Youngblood's able to save it, but right to Burns. Stanton gets into the front court. Stolen away by Midget, and he finishes for two. 13-point lead for the Cougars. Schumacher into the front court. Over to Schumacher. Back to Miller. Cougars running clock. Miller back to Schumacher. Over to Dickens on the left wing. Stanton comes, sets ball screen. Dickens rejects it, goes baseline, and gets fouled from behind. No foul?
Offensive foul on Colson.
Oh, offensive foul.
Yeah.
I thought the big hand in his back was the foul. Midget on the ball. Looks to get into the paint. Throws up the shot as he lost his foot. Miller pulls down the rebound on the backside. Back into the front court for the Cougars. Into the corner for Dickens. Dickens with the dagger. 3-point basket for the Cougars. 16-point lead now.
It's a good look.
Loose ball. Schumacher comes up with it. Up ahead to Dickens. Midget well defended. And knocked out of bounds.
Oh.
Ruled Titans ball.
Ooh. Looked like Colson touched it, but it looked like the other kid then touched it as well.
Midget enters it in. One more to Youngblood. He stepped on the line. No call as Miller's able to save it. Miller over to Stanton. Cougars running clock. Over to Quaddy. Knocked away by number 50, Hallam. And will stay Cougars ball. Zach Beatty checking in for the Cougars for Cannon Miller.
We need to be a little more careful with the ball. We've made several turnovers here in the last little bit.
Entered into Stanton down low to Dickens in the corner. Offer of number 25, Sayaz, and will stay Cougars ball.
I think it's number 24 for the Titans, off 24.
What's that?
It was off number 24 for the Titans.
Dickens took the extra step. Youngblood in the corner, being defended by Stanton. Youngblood gets away with the extra step. Schumacher gets the rebound. Schumacher to Stanton up top. Back up to Dickens to run some clock. A minute left. 16-point lead for the Cougars. Midget gets in his grill. No call. Midget for three. And he nails the three-point basket. Cougars inbound. Dickens brings up the right side. 36 seconds left. Youngblood steals. Three-pointer for Tanner, and he makes it. And 10-point game, 28 seconds left.
We've had about eight turnovers there.
Quaddy back in the game for the Cougars. Along with Stanton, Beatty, Dickens, and Schumacher. 28 seconds left to finish the game. Inbounded to Stanton. Stanton back to Schumacher. Deflected by Youngblood. And will stay Cougars ball. Inbounded to Schumacher, and draws the foul. That's the 4th team foul on the Titans.
Well, we do that a couple more times, and it'll be less than 10 seconds. We won't even have to get it across half court.
Stolen away by Tanner, and he gets called for the travel as he couldn't control the ball going up. Here's in the full court. Youngblood deflects it right to Midget for 2. And timeout for the Cougars.
Sloppy basketball here at the end.
Take a look at that last play. Schumacher tries to go right over the player in front of him, which is never a good decision. Stanton inbounding, Cougars in a stack. They will be able to run the baseline. 11.5 seconds on the official clock. Into Dickens in the corner. Foul called, and Dickens will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws in the bonus.
Good basket by Colson.
Back to a 9-point lead for the Cougars. Makes them both. Midget into the front court. Long 3 from the volleyball line off the backboard. Youngblood's there for the rebound and puts it back for 2 at the buzzer. Final score, Cougars 59, Titans 51.
Wasn't pretty, but we finished the game.
All right, well, thanks for joining us, guys. We're going to try to get set up. It's only 5 minutes till expected game time of the JV game. We're going to try to move over to the FEMA gym, see if we can get some signal in order to stream that game. we're here for the start of the JV game. Trying to get set up. Deflected by Kronowit.
Did you make it up live?
Foul called on Holland. Is that the first foul of the game for the Cougars? Brad, you wanted to do play-by-play for this game?
Do what?
You want to do play-by-play for this game?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Titans will inbound the ball into Simpson. Simpson takes a little jumper off the back iron. Chrono with the rebound, kicks it up to Holland. All over to Jaden. Back to Holland. Holland for three off the front iron. Rebounded, cleared by Simpson. Midget bringing it up. Going to get a push from behind by Max. It's going to be Columbus ball underneath. Simpson checks out and Long checks in. Inbound, rotates it around. Over to Bush. Bush has it. Being defended and trapped by both. Chronowit just misses the steal. Burns just misses the steal. Long's going to get his second foul. First one off the back iron by Easton Long. Connor Perry checks in for Max Long for the Cougars. Easton makes the second one. Cougars inbound the ball. Holland brings it up.
Oh,
Burns strategically sets it up on top of the backboard. Columbus ball on the baseline. Broderick defends, knocks it out of bounds. Still stays Columbus ball. Easton Long throws it in to Cooper Bush. Cooper Bush double dribbles. Gives the ball underneath. Cougars have the ball underneath. Jaden Smith throwing it in. Long. Sub coming in. Matson checking in for Sayes. Holland in the corner. Burns comes up with the loose ball, gives it up to Corbin. Corbin over to Holland. Holland for the jump shot, and it's good. Good ball movement. He's going to double dribble with it. And that is Zane Gray with the double dribble. 35. Jacob Zook checking into the game. Zane Gray checking out. Scores 1-4 still. Crew Holland got another foul. Number 4. That's the 5th team foul on the Cougars. So now we've got double bonus the rest of the 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Cooper Bush on the line for shooting 2. First one is good. Rebound by Burke. Smith for 3. Long. Matthew Thompson with the rebound. Drives in. Going to get caught for the foul is number 2. Midget with the call, with the foul. Cougar ball underneath. Pass by Cooper Bush too far in front. Turnover. Jaden Smith. Simpson checking in for Bush for the Titans. Jaden Smith passes in to Broderick Burns. Burns will bring it up. Kicks it over to Jaden. Draws the foul, will shoot 2. First one's off the back iron. That one's good. Off his head. That's going to be Cougar ball. As it went off Easton Long's hands. Cougars bringing it up into the front court. Jaden Smith Long with the shot. It'll be a jump ball. It'll be Titans ball on the possession. So far, Titans are getting some good looks, not many points on the board. Titans are having a trouble with the pressure that the Cougars are providing. Titans will throw the ball into Bush. Bush will dribble it up. Cougars are in a 3-2 now. Steal. Over to Simpson. Going to shoot two. Connor Perry came and put his hands on him right as he was shooting. He's got to keep those hands both up and not push on that back when he's doing that. Gets them both. 4-5 now the score. Smith inbounds to Burns. Burns brings it up into the front court. Gets it over to Corbin. Corbin to Jaden. Jaden's going to take it in. Looks for Matthew. Back out to Burns. Off the front. Burns comes back with a steal. Will take it in for the easy layup. Going to get a foul on Thompson, putting his hands on his back. We'll be shooting two. Off the back rim. I think they're probably trying to figure out for sure how many fouls his players have since they're not putting it up on the scoreboard. Cooper's second one in and out. 4 Cougars fight over the ball. Matthew Thompson with the steal. Gets it back to Burns. Burns looking ahead with it. Over to Jaden. Jaden stutter steps. Back to Burns for three. It looks good. Kicks it way back out top. Broderick with the steal. 3-on-2. Up to Corbin. Great pass. Finish. Bush back on. Got away with a step. Nope, he called it. 22 seconds left to go in the first period. 12-4 is now the score. Cougars with the lead. Burns will inbound to Smith. Smith brings it up. Goes to the right. Over to Corbin. He's going to go with a travel. Corbin didn't get the ball down before he started moving. Titans bringing it up. Entry pass. Matthew with the foul. Thompson. It's going to foul number. I don't see a number 25. Went over the back, but let him get away with it. Broderick pops up just off the front of the rim. Cannon Miller, I assume, is checking in for Broderick Burns. Max Long will be checking in, back in for either Connor Perry or Matthew Thompson. Going to be black ball coming out of the first period. Start the second period. Cougars with the ball. Max Long checked in for Matthew Thompson. Cannon Miller checked in for Broderick Burns. Long two, out. It's going to be off white, so it's going to stay Cougar ball here. Inbounds play. In the corner for Max, back to Cannon. Cannon for three. It's going to be short. Cannon's got to hustle back. He's got to. And they finish for two. Bush puts it up, finishes the layup. Cannon Miller with it. Cannon Miller drives. Cuts off, kicks it over to Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith's trying to drive, kicks it back to Cannon. Cannon fakes the three, goes for two, and it's good. Bush brings the ball up for the Titans. Tried to get him to drop. And straight up by Max Long. Misses the basket, kicks it on up. Cannon for three. Long. Corbin loses a shoe. Cannon Miller back on D. This time he missed it. Missed it again on the putback. Jaden Smith brings the ball up into the front court. Jaden drives, kicks it back out to Cannon. Jaden for a long two in the corner. It's good. Bush brings it up for the Titans. Cannon kicks it over. Corner three for Bush. It's going to be off. Doesn't catch anything, but the Titans do grab the rebound on that. Back into the center. Going to try to make a move around long. Max gets the block. Up to Cannon Miller. Cannon Miller loses control of it. Titans ball. Jaden jumps up, blocks it, but goes back to the Titans. Nobody at the backside. Bush for three again off the back iron. Max does a good job blocking out. We're going to get a foul on the Titans. Cougar ball. First foul. Cougars have stretched it out to a 16-6 lead now. 4:42 still to go in the second period. Fairly sloppy game, as you would expect from a JV game. Referee's actually calling quite a few fouls, which is a nice change. Miller into Jaden Smith. Smith back to Miller. Miller brings it up. They're in a 2-3 zone. Jaden's going to drive, kicks it back out to Miller for three, but we've got 3 seconds on Max Long. Shot was off the front of the rim. Bush brings it up for the Titans. Kick over to the corner. Shot for three. It's going to be Long. Rebound to Jaden Smith. Jaden's looking up. He's going to take the jumper in and out. Max Long with the rebound. Powers up. Off. Corbin with position. Back up. Still can't finish. 3 good looks at the basket and come out with no points. It's a shame. Bush up into the front court for the Titans. Back to Long. Long's got to travel. Cannon Miller will inbound to Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith brings it up into the front court. Jaden kicks it over to Miller. Miller drives, kicks it over to Corbin. Corbin back to Jaden, back to Miller. Kicks it into the corner for Corbin. Corner jumper Long. Bush up with it, over to Long. In the middle to Gray. Gray loses control of it. Going to go out of bounds off of Gray. Cougar ball. Jaden Smith up into the front court with it. Cannon Miller over to Corbin. Good shot. Max pulls down the board. Max with a nice shot. Off the back iron. Jaden fighting for it. Pulled out of there by Simpson. Simpson's taking it all the way. Loses control. Makes the shot. Makes up with a shot, though, but still missed it. Jaden Smith with it up at the top. Over to Cannon Miller. Cannon drives. Jaden Smith drives. Back over. Turns it over. Cannon Hustles, gets the ball back away from Simpson. Back to Jaden Smith then, and back to Miller. Miller for the Cougars brings it up into the front court. Over to Connor Perry. Connor Perry for three, long. And Simpson brings the rebound down over to Bush. Bush is going to bring it up into the front court. And back to a turnover. Got away with a, nope, called it. Double dribble as he carried the ball as he was making a move, hesitation move. Jaden Smith getting a breather. Crew Holland in for Jaden Smith. Crew brings it into the front court. Cannon Miller for three. It's going to be long. Box out by Titans. I don't have 25's number, so steps up, looks in for Gray, can't find anybody, loses the ball. Gray ends up with the ball, takes it, probably got away with the travel, but Crew Holland ends up with it anyway. Behind the back, over to Matthew. Connor Perry shoots it short. Crew, then Corbin shoots it short. Stepped out of bounds. Corbin Cronowith with a elbow to the head, looked like. Matthew Thompson looks like he's going to come back into the game for, we got a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. And we're still stuck at 16-6 here. A minute 20 to go in the second period. Cougar ball on the baseline. We got stack going on, looks like. Oh, Matt takes a little jump in the corner and misses it. They're going to end up with the ball.
1-2.
Midget's got the ball, brings it up. Bush, hesitation move, then drives, then he gets trapped, then he kicks it back out to Simpson, takes a long shot. Crew Holland with the rebound. Looking up, they got 3-on-2. Crew takes the shot, misses. Good hustle by Crew to try to intercept it, but can't, but knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay Titan ball. Bush into the front court. May have gotten away with the carry there. Connor Perry with good hands. Gets hit, stays on his knee. It's okay, not a travel that way as long as he didn't try to stand back up. Up to Cannon Miller. Good look down by Connor Perry to Matthew Thompson. Couldn't handle it though. Staying with Max with the elbow shot. In and out. Crew Holland with the hustle play. Gets the ball back over to Miller. We got 14 seconds on the clock. Up to Max. Max down low to Thompson. Thompson drops back. Just can't quite finish the shot. Gonna throw it away. End up with 0.4 seconds, so they basically have to throw an alley-oop to tip it in here, and I'm not sure there's anybody out there that can tip it in. So, and that's halftime, and we stayed stuck at 16-6. Miller starting the second half here now. Cannon Miller will take a seat, and Broderick checks back in for him. So it looks like we're starting with the crew we started with at the beginning of the game. Burns up on Bush. Steals the ball from him. And finishes. No foul called, but it was a good finish to the basket. Broderick with the nice finish. Burns with another two. Just missed the pass up to Bush. Bush breaks the press. Max back on defense. Boxed out, but never went after the ball. Max ends up with it as Midget saved it out of bounds, and then they got called for the travel. Might want to curious on that. Did he shuffle his feet, or I have no idea. It didn't look like he even moved, but interesting call. Burns is back on Bush. Kicks it over into the corner. Bush fakes the three, drives in. Max, I think, could have just grabbed onto that ball, but instead knocks it out of bounds, and it'll stay Titans ball. Midget inbounding the ball. Midget, Max with a good block. Burns up ahead with it. Looks back corner, perfect. Good pass. Good finish by Corbin. Almost got the turnover. Did get the turnover. Broderick has the ball. Nice step through and finish. Burns with another two. Pressuring on the ball again into Midget. Midget passes up. Corona with the hustle play, but they recover. Somebody's going to get a foul, and it's going to be on, looks like Corbin. Number 15 gets the foul call. Titans will keep the possession. Throw it back in. Cooper inbounds to Bush. Broderick still playing defense on him. They drive in, get stopped by Max Long in the middle. Pull up by Cooper. Cooper misses. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Good hustle by Simpson, but it's still going to stay out of bounds. And it'll go to the Cougars. Jaden Smith inbounding the ball to Crew Holland. Holland brings it up. Crosses over. Got away with the dragging the back foot. He's going to get a foul. And it's going to go to the baseline. I couldn't see the number. Maybe he called it on Simpson. Jaden Smith inbounds the ball to Max Long in the back. Crew Holland from three. It's going to be off the rim. It's going to be off of White. And it's going to stay Cougar ball. Back to the inbounds play. 4:52 left to go in the third. Burns popped out. Crew for the long three. It's going to be short. Max powers up with the rebound. Can't finish. Corbin. Number 25 comes up with it. Bush up to Cooper. Back to Bush. Broderick with the steal. Going for the nice spin move, but he shot it short off the front of the rim. Almost loses control. Does lose. Is going to call for the travel with the roll. It's going to stay here, or it's going to go to the Cougars on the turnover. Jaden Smith inbounding the ball. Jaden to Crew Holland. Holland's got it at the top of the key. Protect Corbin with it over. Looks into the corner for Broderick. Broderick pump fakes, nice core. Nice pass by Corbin over to Broderick. Burns with the finish. Crew Holland into up to Bush. Going to get a foul on Corbin. That's going to be foul on Corbin 1-5. Not sure how many fouls that is on him. They're not putting that up on the board, but I know he's had a couple at least in the first half, and he's had two here in the third quarter. So looking in the corner, looking for the lob. Jaden Smith with the reach. Oh, tried to get too fancy with it. Behind the back to Jaden. That was a good give and go, but he just overshot him with the behind the back pass. Jumps in the corner, missed it. Corbin comes out on it. Nice. Cooper with the ball. Jaden defending. Going to get a slap on number 4. That's on Jaden Smith. Connor Perry's going to check into the game. Coming in for Max Long to give him a breather. Almost threw it away there. Shoots for 3 and finally makes a 3-pointer. 26-9 now is the score. Nice look, just a little too tall for him. Good hustle by Jaden Smith to save it. Gonna get a foul on Bush. Broderick had a nice look across, just hung it too high for the outstretched hands of Corbin, and it went over, but they still saved it. Into Crew Holland, over to Corbin. Corbin's looking for it, nice. Can't get it to fall. Broderick almost gets the takeaway from the back. He's going to go all the way, but we can't handle the rebound, but we did save it. Simpson comes back with the steal. Good kick over by Simpson, back out to, whoa, that's a long shot. Jaden Smith with it, but they've got 4 back. Good hustle back by the Titans. Jaden Smith in for the little jumper. It's going to be off the back iron. 2 Cougars fight over it. Corbin's going to drive all the way around, kick it back out to Holland. Holland's up, no good. Jaden Smith, and it's going to go out off Jaden Smith's foot, and it'll be Titans ball. Good hustle by Corbin. Corbin's limping a little bit. Hopefully he's all right. He's tough. He's football tough, so he'll be all right. Kick into the corner, shot for 3. It's going to be off. Good box out by Crew Holland. Crew's going to take it all the way through. Can't finish it. Going to have to hustle. Connor Perry's the only one back. Lobs it too far out of bounds. Bush to Matson, and Matson can't go up that tall. We got 2 minutes, 9 seconds left still in the third quarter. The way the quarter rules run, Broderick can't sub out and come back in the fourth because he'll have too many quarters, so he's looking tired after all that. Jaden Smith with some nice dribbling. We got hand push by Easton Long with the foul. Jaden Smith with the good handles. Draws the foul. Shot by Burns. It's going to be short. Good power up by Corbin. Corbin turns and goes back up with it. Inadvertent whistle. I think he was anticipating a call and it didn't happen. Crew Holland crisscrosses and shoots for 3. It's going to be off. Good hustle. Goes between. Off of Crew. Crew must have touched it as it went between his legs. Broderick playing man on him. 3-point really short. Jaden about gets knocked down. It's going to be black ball. Minute 22 left here. Matthew Thompson checking in. Giving Corbin Cronowit a break. Powers up, missed it. Matthew missed it. Crew Holland back with the rebound. Dribbles out of the corner. Over to Jaden Smith. Over to Broderick. Good move, but it's going to be off the backboard for a bucket. 2 points.
Follow your shot, Red.
Up to Simpson. Simpson's got the ball. Drives in, kicks it back out, kicks it around. Good recovery. Back around again. Simpson with the ball, tries to make an entry pass, gets deflected off of Easton Long's hands and out of bounds, and it'll go with Cougars ball. Jaden Smith inbounding to Crew Holland. Gray checks back in for Matson. Matson will get a breather. Good entry pass. Matthew powers up, draws the foul. Matthew Thompson will be going to the line, shooting 2. We've got 28-9 is the score. Go back up by 20 here if he can make one. Just off the side of the rim by Matthew. Matthew can do it. Broderick draws the foul on the shot as he went around Gray and got the rebound. Couldn't get the shot to fall, so he'll shoot 2. First one's good. Second one's good. Now it's 29-10. Did they count those free throws? I think they forgot to count the free throws. Oh, okay. Gray hits the first one. The score is actually 30-11. They gave the last basket no rim. They gave one of the free throws from the Cougars at the other end to the Titans, so the score should be 30-10 at this point. Crew Holland mishandles it. It's long. Matthew with the good hustle, but it's going to go to the white ball.
Come on, Red.
Got 4.4 seconds. Started the clock a little too quick because nobody had touched it yet.
All right.
Turns and shoots off the rim. It's a good shot by Simpson, just turning and shooting. Cannon Miller will now check in for Broderick Burns, as Broderick will be done for the night since it's his 6th quarter, playing JV and varsity. See who else. I believe Brian is going to check the official score, but we're pretty sure they gave one of the free throws that Broderick made to the wrong team. I think it should be 30-10. We'll see if they correct it here. Did you get them to correct it?
They're checking the book.
Okay. There we go. It's corrected to 10-30, which is the correct score. Black's ball. Cannon Miller checks in for Broderick Burns, and he will inbound to Crew Holland. Holland brings it into the front court, kicks it back over. We got no clock yet. That was a fast 4th quarter, if so. Here we go. Checks it in. Miller to Holland. Holland brings it into the front court, kicks it over to Miller on the wing. Corbin has the ball, gives it back to Crew. Crew with the floater. It's good. Nice take. Good give and go play. Midget brings it into the front court. Kicks it over. Passes it to Cannon Miller, but Cannon Miller can't handle the pass from the Titan. Midget with the ball, bringing it up. Kicks it over. Entry pass. We got a foul on the floor. See who we got it on. Black, 3-2, I believe that was on Matthew Thompson. Max Long checks in for Matthew Thompson. Titans inbound the ball, and Cannon gets his fingers on it. It'll stay here. Titans inbounding the ball again. Midget throwing it in. Throws it in. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay Titans ball on the possession arrow. Easton Long had the tie up. Simpson into Long, into the corner. Corbin with the jump ball again. Ties up Cooper that time. Miller will inbound. Miller will inbound to Holland. Jaden Smith checks in for Corbin. Holland for the floater, and it's good again. Kicking the ball up. Good hands by 25. Looks up to Cannon Miller. Cannon Miller with the finish. Simpson made a hustle back play, but couldn't swipe the ball away. Got a timeout White. Timeout White. Score is 36-10. 36-10 is the score. 5:36 to go in the fourth. Looks like, barring any disasters, the Cougars should move on to the winning bracket tomorrow.
All right, Ren.
Titans inbound the ball. Cooper's up with it. Back to Easton Long. Long with the shot. Jaden Smith with the rebound. Looks up, gets it to Crew Holland. Holland up to Miller. Miller for stutter steps, does the floater, and it's good. Midget in with it. Up to Crew Holland. Stepped in front of the pass. Cannon Miller may have gotten away with the travel. Off the front of the rim pass, up to Simpson. Simpson stops, and it goes in. Jaden Smith inbounds the ball to Crew Holland. Holland up to it in the front court. Columbus is playing man now. Cannon Miller with a nice drive and finish. Oh, Max with the block, but he is going to be called for the foul. Connor Perry's checking into the ball game. 2 shots. Basket did not go. Easton Long made the first one. It's going to be short, And no rim, so it's an automatic violation. Bush is checking in for Simpson. Holland bringing the ball into the front court. Nice pass by Crew Holland to Max Long for the finish. Max cuts the baseline off for Bush. Midget with the drive, and that's going to be a foul on Corbin Cronowit. Two shots. That may be number 5 on Corbin, or number 4, I'm sorry. Midget makes the first one.
Come on, Ethan.
42-14 is the score. Second one bounces out. Max boxes out. Outlets to Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith up into the front court. Jaden Smith looking to drive all the way. Finishes and draws the foul. He'll go for the old-fashioned three-point play. (44-14). Jaden Smith looking to finish off the three-point play. And it's good. Inbounds to Midget. Midget brings the ball into the front court. Passes over to Bush on the side. Midget back up top. Tries the loop around. And then Cooper misses the shot but is fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 2.
Come on, Coop.
First one's in and out. .341 left to go in the game. Lines up for his second shot. Off the side, Corbin Cronowit runs it down over to Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith brings it up. Crew Holland shoots the 3 off. Crew Holland bounces around and ends up with the ball. Max Long with the shot, and it's going to go in and out. Crew Holland with the rebound. Kicks it over to Max Long. Max Long shoots again. And Crew is going to get called for the foul. Matthew Thompson's coming in for Crew Holland. No, coming in for Corbin Cronowit. Gray inbounds to Midget. Midget bringing it into the front court. Passes over to Bush. Back to Midget. Midget tries to kick it over to Gray. Going to go with a foul. Going with the foul there on the play. Oh, we got some new players coming in. We got Aiden Walker, and we've got 14, which is Woo Jun Choi. Woo Jun, first time playing basketball in America. Crew Holland over to Aiden Walker. Aiden over to Woo Jun. And turns the ball over to Bush. Bush misses the layup. Connor Perry with the rebound. Crew Holland with the... Crew takes the 3. It's long. In and out. Bush hustling. Nobody stopping the ball. It goes all the way down. Crew Holland draws the foul then. Aiden's got to hustle over. Is wanting to see for the coach. Got a running clock. I guess we're over 30 points, so running clock. Bush with the shot. In and off the side of the backboard. Bush lines up for the second shot. 58 seconds left. Boxing out, and same spot as the last one. Matthew saved it right under the basket, which hits Max. Max is going to get called for the travel. Went to put the ball down and never made it all the way down to the floor. Aiden Walker forgot to. That's going to be off to the side. Aiden Walker with the rebound. Got fouled. That's going to be the ball game. So Cougars win 45-18, pretty easily fashioned, and went off to a slow start and then came out second half. Burns had several steals and layups right off the bat to widen it out, and then we just kind of took off from there. So a good game, good confidence builder after that's their first victory for JV. So be good going into tomorrow's matchup. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow.